All right, everybody, thank you so much for being here with me today. I am with a very, very special guest, and she loves living a healthy lifestyle. And she's giving me so much insight about many challenges that she has encountered. And she has many years of research in health, mindfulness, psychology, nutrition, and optimal performance on how to live a healthy lifestyle. Not only that, she's also certified in so many things and have been licensed in multiple areas ranging from meditation, functional nutrition, life coaching, health coaching, yoga perfection, certified and also practitioner. She's a physical and also physical fitness and holistic healing. She's very passionate about mind, body, spirit connection, and always seeking to learn more. I really do believe, in a way, this speaker is and I are kindred spirits in so many different reasons. But please help me welcome our special guest to the show, Wealth Being: How to Impact While Generating More Profit. Come with me today. We have Clarissa Booker. Welcome, Clarissa.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited to be here with you. Yes, I do believe there is some kindred spirits there. I do definitely believe that.
Yes, side notes for the audience who's listening, and you're like, what do you mean? Well, every time I spoke to Clarissa, I find out something new about her that is similar to what I do. I mean, speaking immediately right now, we want to be living in the same city, the same state, and I just learned that she's a yoga practitioner, and anyways, but that's one of the reasons why I'm really excited to have her on, is just to really talk through a conversation that we don't always talk about when it comes to owning our own business, and of course doing things that we love in service to others. But at the same time, there's always a fine line between how much do we really work, and is this really connected to our purpose and vision, and it's all or is it all about work and it's all about making the money? And ultimately, I find it, in my experience, and Clarissa, you can tell me if this resonates with you, that it's not all about that. Like, we can generate profit, but it's really truly while we are creating the impact. So tell us what got you on your journey, and what have you landed on health and wellness and mindfulness and all of this great things right now. Tell us a little bit more about your story.
Yes, I feel that it's so important because, I mean, years ago, I was just like working like nonstop. I feel like I just wasn't taking as good care about myself. I mean, I was like working out and doing all those things, like hitting the gym, but the relaxation and the mindfulness was just really missing. And so I felt like I was pushing myself, kind of like burning out. I was just like on this go. And so that's so important for us to be able to be centered, and then you actually perform better. And you just feel so much better whenever you do find the time to just take care of yourself. I mean, I feel like as women, sometimes we just like put ourselves in the back burner. We cannot do that, ladies. We have to just put ourselves first. And so I was finding myself sometimes just getting tired, but I was like, instead of listening to myself, even being as intuitive as I just was like going and going. And then one day I just sat there. That's initially how I got into the yoga. Because I was having like back pain, and I just sat there, and initially I started yoga for back pain. But after that, I found out all the wonderful things. I just felt so much centered and peace. And then it gives you amazingly flat abs. That's always a plus. Who doesn't want that? Okay. And so it's just really important. So the mindfulness, the meditation, all of it, wellness is just in grouped as one. You know, I just so firmly believe in this. So I just try to focus on this more. So even to build more wealth, you build more and you go farther whenever you put yourselves first and take that time to relax. And you just have to figure out whatever that is for you, finding that joy. You could just make a list, write down whatever that is. If you block in yourself for a project, a meeting, then you need to block time for yourself. Most importantly, I firmly believe this. Yeah.
Yes. And oh my goodness, I found another thing we have in common is I found yoga because I was burnt out running my brick and mortar business at the time. I was running on empty. I was resentful. I was frustrated. And like to say the least, I was really ultimately depressed. I was actually dating my boyfriend at the time, my husband now, but I didn't get to see him. So that was also the pivotal moment of my life too, was asking myself, okay, what do I need to do if I need to take a step back? What is the first thing I need to do? Was taking care of myself. So another thing in common, Clarissa, that's so great. And I find that the most impactful speakers or authors and business owners and entrepreneurs I know have the experience and teaching it firsthand, teaching it from having a firsthand experience. And so that's why perhaps your story was moving to me, at least to learn about. So tell us, what is the first step, right? Like, let's say if someone is super driven, which is what is it? I want to say common nowadays, where it's hustle, it's grind, it hustle and grind. So what is the first step for someone to take so that they can be more aligned with who they are, so then they can do what they love and perhaps even create more impact?
I mean, I believe first of all, you should know why you're doing it. Because if you're just out there just going about your day and just running and hustling, because yeah, people talk about hustle all the time. You're right. And it's just like glorified, but there has to be so much more to it. And a lot of times, in order for you to reach that next level that you want to go up, those people start taking care of themselves, because then you'll run yourself ragged. Then just like you said, burnt out, right? I was burnt out too. And so in order for you to take it to that next step, sit there and ask yourself why you're doing it and be very honest with yourself. People talk about that why, but honestly, it's super important. And if you need to go 7 layers deep, 7 layers, just getting to the root of that so that you know that, okay, so if I'm doing this for my family so that I can leave them a legacy, then do they want to see me sick? Do they want to see me stressed out? And just asking yourself these things, and then just sitting there and knowing that, and just having that there, and just maybe have like some anchors around just to remind yourself whenever you find yourself getting off. And sometimes we wind up the people that we're doing it for. So if it's your family, it's not good to neglect them. So if you're in a hustle mode, a lot of times that happens, so just, I feel like that will ultimately start the process. And then once you have that down, you can do like a pyramid, just finding out what the next step you is to do. So if you need to turn your phone off and set a time, be like, okay, at 6:00, I'm not working anymore. Make a promise to yourself, right? And give yourself permission to honor that.
Yeah, I think that's so beautiful. It's really number one for sure, knowing your why and your intention, and setting boundaries is what I heard from you. Really
Yeah.
understanding, yeah, I'm going to work, and I'm also not going to work after a certain time because I have my family to be with. That's so great. So first step, amazing, knowing your why. What's the second step to really continue on this journey and perhaps pursuing someone's purpose?
Okay, so what the second step, because we also talk about the boundaries, sitting there and knowing what you need to do in order to get there. So do you need a mentor, right? Do you need to seek out somebody that, so we want to be around people that are doing more, so that we want to be around that positive energy. So it gives you that motivation, that drive to just go, because we want to go get it, right? So this is what we want. So having that down, just making a plan, right? And making sure that it's something doable for you. You want to push yourself, but you don't want to be like, this is overwhelming and I'm just going to kill myself at the same time, right? So having that down, writing your plan, finding a mentor if that's what you need. I feel like they're great. I feel like the mentors and course coaches definitely are excellent helping you get to that next level. So just having it laid out and allowing yourself to appreciate those little wins as you go along, because whatever it is that you're going through, it's always going to be a journey, right? And just giving yourself permission to just do the thing, right? That's what I feel. Yeah.
Awesome. You've got it. Step one is knowing your why. Step two is having a plan. Got it. And so I'm going to switch gears a little bit. What does it mean for you to generate profit while creating impact? Considering this is our title of the show.
Yes. Well, I mean, because I feel so much about my mission to help people be healthier. I mean, health is just so important. And all of that together, just making an impact, being able to reach more people. I mean, and the more we have, the more we can help. So if I'm passionate about health and have people live longer, reverse diseases and all these things, then you can have more help people do whatever it is that your mission is, right? So that goes back to all of those things working together. So if I want to help people, then then I'm able to do that more, right? So it's just amazing knowing that you can help others, that you can make a difference, all those things.
Yeah, no, I think I can definitely relate. And oftentimes when I first embarked on my journey and starting when launching my business, I really thought that it's not, like I can do whatever and outside myself. But what ultimately got me to be really where I am with my business now is being able to take a step back and real prioritizing myself.
Mm-hmm.
And so what you said is amazing, is in that place and I can serve more. And it's not like we cannot serve from an empty cup is what I hear. And 100% to be able to create more impact, we have to be able to give ourselves that much more, so that way we can then turn around and give. So would you say, or I would say, what is your take on the future of health and wellness? Where do you see the future of all of this?
Oh, Lord. Yes. I mean, I feel like the more knowledge is out there, the more people are coming around. I mean, like, for example, I'm really big on plant-based eating. I just get like super passionate and I just go off on like all these tangents. And I mean, I do believe that people are becoming more aware of what they should do to take care of themselves. I mean, the last few years, it's just been such a wake-up call. I mean, it's been some sadness there, but also it allows people to understand how important their health is. Because if you do not have your health, you do not have anything else. Because that statement, is it a cliche, but it's so true. Health is wealth, right? Because if we do not have that, do not have anything. And I do believe that people are becoming more aware. People are looking more, researching more. Their ears are open. As long as you give yourself the permission to allow yourself to heal, it will come to you. You can ask God for whatever it is that you need. He will send you the right people. You just have to be open to receive it. Just have to be open to receive it, and it will come. It will just come straight to you. But yeah, I firmly believe that things are getting better. People are becoming more aware. Even if they're not ready at that present moment, they're taking in the information, and even if you have to take a baby step, one day at a time, you just get it going, and that's all you need. But yeah, I'm just all for it. I'm all for it.
Awesome. Okay. Well, also, what about you? Like what are you up to? What's the future for you in health and wellness? Share a little bit about what it is that you do and how we can find you.
Oh, yes. Thank you. So I also am having a program out called Total Wellbeing Academy, where I'm just helping people slim down, because it's not about just certain weights, just being so we're in a healthy place and loving ourselves more, and reversing if there's any illness there, lowering our cholesterol, blood pressure, all these things. So I have a program out where we just talk about and we work on just helping people heal. And this is the Total Wellbeing Academy. I have all the information on my website as well, clarissabooker.com. And I just love helping people. That is what I'm here for.
Awesome. And collectively, I love what you said is people really need to get their hands on information. And honestly, ultimately why I'm hosting this show, to be honest, is that I want information like what you're sharing to go as far as possible. And so then collectively we can have and create that impact that we want to create in the world. And if you have any last minute or parting remarks in terms of the one thing, I know you already said the first step to ultimate happiness and health and wealth is purpose and also knowing your why. But if you have any other takeaway, it's like the must do, what would it be? Or if you have any parting remarks, we would love it.
Well, I mean, I've said some stuff already, but I do believe as long as you are putting yourself first and making self-care a priority, and you just allowing yourself to be open to receive information from God, it's going to work out. Just know that. I just firmly believe that. Open your word, whatever it is that you are connected to give it to the universe, and it's going to come back. I firmly believe that.
Oh, thank you so much again, Clarissa, for being a part of this show. It's been a pleasure learning more about you, and you're a light in terms of sharing your wisdom and really having the intention to help others and living healthier and wealthier. This is exactly why we do what we do. So thank you so much for being here with us. We really appreciate it.
Thank you so much for having this. It's a blessing.
Thank you.